Hey everybody, it's your boy Tyreek. I'm here in my humble abode in Brooklyn. I wanted to share some stuff with you. One of them is prepping surf and turf for tomorrow. So here I have this beautiful pork loin back rib. If you notice, this is hypermedically sealed. I kind of, with these, what you will call diseases going out there or contaminations like E. coli for chicken and listeria with vegetables, and then you have trichomonas or tricky pig for meats. And I'm just very leery about, you know, people handling my food. Here I wanted to share a few of my favorite things. Let's just say Bragg has organic. Y'all seen the apple cider vinegar, but y'all got to get into the Bragg olive oil. It is really good. It is flavorful, like 2 tablespoons. Um, the aromas and the fragrance from this oil will bring your food to it'll elevate it to its highest richness. Um, Here, of course, I have Please Pass the Grey Poupon. What I do with this, I'm going to show you in a minute. I like to rub my rib with it, and then this is a wet rub. Then I have my dry spices, which I like to make a dry rub and then have it ready, but this is so last minute. I'm going to take the traditional black pepper, oregano, cumin, garlic powder, and infuse this all in this beautiful pork loin. Now, before I do this, because I don't want to cross-contaminate no food, I wanted to bring some products to you that are so amazing. This box right here is by Cliff bars. You get 16 in the box. You can throw it in your bag, throw it in your office desk, put it in your glove compartment, and you always have a snack for the road. The other thing is these pickles, pickled Pringles that they have for the Super Bowl. They literally sold out, and I got my hands on it. Do you believe I paid just for two of them $18? And me not being, I'm the type of person I can't wait, because I was like, hey, I called my brother up. We gotta have these pickled Pringles. They're on point. They remind me of the fried pickles at Buffalo Wild Wings. You get into these Pringles. I don't get paid for this to endorse these products, but those are my favorite things. Of course, my Starbucks coffee, the K-Cup machine. Those are my small essentials that I can't live without. So here I have another fine product called avocado oil, which I like to cook with because, as you know, these oils burn quickly, olive oil. So I kind of blend that with a traditional vegetable oil, and I'm ready to go. This is another thing I can't live without, which is tonic water. I'll share later the story of quinine and how it saves the queen. And I'm not talking about RuPaul, but I'll tell you about that story if you subscribe to the link below. I will elaborate on how this tonic water came to be. This is something that is to die for. This is black raspberry vanilla parfait. Like, if you could get your hands on these on a date night, it's a wrap for your date. So I am not new to this. I'm true to this. I just haven't put it out in the world. And I said I got time on my hand right now, so what I want to do is start focusing on giving tips and tricks on healthier ways of cooking. For example, we have crab boil. So I don't go through the whole fishmonger and sitting there and getting stuff steamed. I like to do this stuff at home. Because, you know, behind these places, the carcasses of fish and the smell of these crustaceans getting slitted, it just mortifies me. Here I have the squid, what you refer to as calamari. If you go to a restaurant, calamari is like maybe for 9 rings, it's like $15. No, boo boo. This is what you do. You take these calamari rings, you let them defrost. You get flour, salt, and pepper. That is it. You take these, those who are allergic to eggs, you could skip it, use some water or milk. But take these and just sit it in the flour with salt and pepper, you will have the lightest, fluffiest, tasteful calamari rings. And you see how people have that little gold orangey calamari. Very simple. People, paprika or paprika as they say in the South. But paprika, tomato, let's call the whole thing off. You call it what you want. Now, I'm that type of person, people are cutting onions and garlic and pepper. I'm Puerto Rican, honey. We have sofrito in the freezer for years. So I will be rubbing the mustard, the sofrito, and the dry seasoning on the ribs. And you're going to see it's on point. I let this marinate for three hours. So it is now 5 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, I take it out and I put it in the oven. And at 250, I let it cook for about 6 hours. 4 or 5 in the morning, take it out and just let it rest. Put it in the refrigerator for my surf and turf. I'm the type of person. I'm not gonna wait till tomorrow. Then my guests are here. The house is hot. The oven's popping. No, we're gonna get this going. So because of all the shrimp intake and cholesterol being high, I have this cute little lobster tail, which these are really, really, really pricey. So what I do is I just buy one so to decorate the plate. I already have cooked shrimp, so tomorrow I'm gonna sit this in a pot and begin the crab boil. So let's just get started because I'm moving ahead of myself. The seafood I'll make tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, zoom in the Corona. There's nothing like seafood, surf and turf with Coronas. So what I do is I have a terrace, or what I refer to as a lanai from the Golden Girls. I put this out in my lanai tomorrow for 2 or 3 hours. I don't even have to put them in the refrigerator. Let me chill, and they're good to go. So let me get my hands clean. I already washed them, but I'm the type of person that I need them wet because touching this can also be a little iffy, like to me. So here I have my hypermetically sealed pork loin. And people say they don't wash their meat. No, honey, in this house we do. You see? I'm going to run this through the water. And not only do I run it through cold water, some people pat it dry. I don't see why. You see it's sticking out the pan. I usually put a pan under this, but what I do is I like to set it up this way, and as it starts to cook, then I can spread it out. Again, I use the back of my hand. Voila! Since I already have apple cider vinegar open, I don't need to open the Bragg one. So this vinegar is from Trader Joe's. They're like $2, $3 a bottle, and they're really good. You see? Not only am I cleaning the what we call tricky pig, it's giving it flavor. I'm the type of person, being around this game for so long, I eyeball stuff. So one of the things I'm going to do is just use my discretion upon adding seasoning. Don't let one overpower the other. If you're just starting out, I suggest that you use teaspoons, or if it's a big portion, a tablespoon of each. You don't want one seasoning overpowering the next. For example, cumin is to die for, like cumin, curry, turmeric, coriander. These ingredients also have medicinal properties. As I talked to you, I already went through 3 spices, right? This is garlic, and again, people, remember the sofrito has all this. So you have a dry rub or a wet rub. There's no going wrong with that. Of course, onion powder, that's also in the wet rub, which is sofrito. So you don't even have to use all this. I do because I love a pungent, fragrant pork or ribs or meat or chicken. And I saw that for what's this, where we at? 2020, I was gonna wean off of meat. So one of my friends gave me a tip. He says you don't have to wean off of meat right away. Just start with meatless Mondays, and then from there you gradually, choose. You move from 1 day to 2 days. Now here I have gloves. I have this big pet peeve about rubbing this stuff into my nail. Other people would instantly tell me where's the packet of sazon. As a Puerto Rican, I don't sazon everything. My sister does. She even sazons her eggs. That's just her. But me, when I say I'm making you Savannah, Georgia style ribs, there's no sazon there on this style rib. And that's what I'm making now. I want to call this the Savannah, Georgia style ribs. It was brought to me many years ago by the fabulous Paula Deen. Paula Deen and her sons. She first started with the bag lady, where she would go from house to house and bring food to people. And look at Paula Deen. Although she's had some controversy, she got her money. So I don't know how old most of my audience is, but I'm a 70s, 80s kid. So there was a commercial on TV and it said, please pass the Grey Poupon, which is, it showed a couple in limousines and Rolls Royces passing this fine mustard. The reason Grey Poupon is $2 or $3 more, people, very simple. It's because it has wine. Now, if you notice, some people might say, "Ooh, you put in too much mustard." No, mustard has what it's called this pungent flavor that'll sink in there, and it will not overpower the other stuff. Most people put it in macaroni salad, potato salad, and other food. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share that you can do to make this nice and tender, you see those beautiful Coronas back there? You can open up a Corona and put like 3 or 4 ounces of the Corona in here. You can also, which I will, I add 1 bottle of beer to my crab oil. And that I will bring to you tomorrow, how to, make the best of your seafood. Usually wine, but a beer will do. Now this is gonna sit here. It got a little messy, but like I said, look, ready to go. And let me tell you the type of cook, chef, person I am. I cook as I clean as I go. It drives me insane. I'm gonna rest this on the side so I can wrap this up. That was real quick. What I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna get some long cooking trays and have my ribs sit in the oven, cook it evenly. This is copper paper, people. I learned about copper paper from grilling. Copper paper, not only do you not get a mess, you see how beautiful my pan is, and I've had my pan for many months, and I have no scratches, no burnt food. Copper paper, not only does it give it flavor, excuse me, it also infuses the food. They say you drink out of copper pots and copper cups, copper pots. It also has some kind of medicinal property. Hey, let's go for it. Now, talking again about the surf and turf, if you have a date that is worthy of your time, treat them to the best. Look, you have the warmers, and what's so cute about it, you don't even have to get batteries and stuff. You use tea lights. You get this popping, you get your favorite butter. My butter is Kerrygold, Irish butter, and that is the truth. Now, if you want to set up the table and make the table look cute, I bought these cups here. And these cups are called spears, right? You see? I make my traditional Finding Nemo drink, or Blue Hawaiian. And what I do is, I bought this ice tray with these beautiful fish. Remember fish, not fishes. I got in trouble as a child for always saying fish or axe. It was always ask. So these cute little fish you throw in there, you can also um, put juice in the tray so the fish to be colorful. So I will be putting Finding Nemo or Blue Hawaiian, and then you have the fish. Mind you, I'm not gonna put this back because I've always told you about cross contamination. Although I had gloves, I'm just that particular about serving food and touching food. My mother, rest in peace, her pet peeve was when, remember Julia Child? Julia Child would go on TV and be like, oh, going in. She would sip off the spoon and put it right back in the pot, and my mother would cringe. So I know that my mother's watching me. Honey, if you're going to make it, please do not put that spoon back in the pot. What I'll be serving is surf and turf with, not corn, not potatoes, but waffle fries and onion rings. I also bought this cute tartar sauce. And you don't want this stuff spinning on you. So I have these cute lobster bits. So tomorrow when I put it all together, I have my lobster, my shrimps, my crabs, my mussels, my scallops. I'm going to be bringing that to you tomorrow. I want to thank my videographer, my niece Najee, my firstborn. And with that being said, stay blessed and pay it forward.